One of the things we know about Rachel Green is that she loves style. And one of the things that I really want to communicate to you is that you can essentially have a website or funnels or landing pages that are on brand in your style. There are hundreds of templates that we can choose from. I can load industry templates into your account. You can build it from scratch. It's so easy. So literally, this is what you do. I'm gonna come down here to the bottom, and I'm gonna literally show you all the cool things that this can do. Now, this is a demo account, so we're gonna first start with our width. We're gonna do a full width, and then we're gonna add a row, and we're gonna say let's say we want 3 columns, okay, which is what this is right here. In each of these columns, I can say, what do I want to go in this column? I can add a form in here. I can add a picture in here. I can add a video in here. I can then come down here and I could say, I want to add a button right under that. I can come in here and say, I want to add some text underneath here. I want to add a subheadline. I want to add bullets. I want to also have an FAQ, like literally, okay? And so what you do is you create that and then you move on to the next. And this is the way I do it. And the reason why is because then, see, like this whole green section here, I can say, turn this to a different color. So I could do that. I could also turn it in, I could have a background image instead, and this is a GIF. And then you're like, oh, it's not centered. So you can come in here and you click full center, and now it's like perfect, right? So here you find an image, you literally just double click and it inserts it right there for you. And then the video, you can use YouTube, Vimeo, or other things. And just paste your URL here, and boom, now you have a video. And so literally, there's so much you can do. Now, let's say that you want this sign up to go to like a pop-up form. Okay, so what you do is you could use this as a order form, for example, and you can customize this order form over here under advanced. You got to add a product. So there is a tricky part here. You have to add a product to the page, and then it'll show up on your order form. So, but you can also do order bumps and add bump products. And then once you do that, then it will show up here on your order form. You could even, if you wanted to, you could add pictures. This Zoom is in the way. Hold on, let me see if I can move this. There we go. All right, now we've got the trend. So if I click on here, I could add like a picture up here, right? I can get creative. I could use this as a form and use it as like sign up for my free gift, right? And but literally you can use this pop-up to do anything. And then it's like, okay, what do you want to happen next? After they fill out the form, you could say, go to the next, to like a thank you page or something like that. So besides funnels, besides websites, you literally can make a page for almost anything. And, you know, being able to have a navigation, you can make it fun and cool. And then here's another trick that I want to show you. I know I'm going really fast, but I want to like not take up a whole lot of your time, is that you could say, I only want this picture to be visible on desktop, or like this right here. This is empty. I don't want that. Like it's gonna screw up how it looks. So what I do is I come over, I click this and I come over to advanced and I click on this, this mobile icon, and it will remove it from the mobile view. Now I can do the same thing with desktop. I could come in here and say, don't show this on desktop, and it would disappear, and it would only show on mobile. So there are some times, and I've done this just recently, where like a button, I wanted the button to go, I didn't want it to be here. I wanted it to be behind underneath. So what I had to do is like here, I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be down here. Well, if I move it down here, it's going to change it on desktop. So what I do is I just create a new button, and I make this, I hide it on mobile, and this one, I hide it on desktop. So now this button, I just change it, and now it's where I want it to be. I know, very tricky, very, very tricky, but it is one of the cool features that you can have. And then in here, you know, you can change the appearance of how that looks so that you can actually read the text. So make sure that you do that. Always check your mobile and just come in here and make invisible anything that is just extra white space that you don't really want to be present. See, easy peasy, right? And don't forget to save. Don't forget to save. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to delete all the stuff, the crazy stuff that I just put in here because I don't need it. So boom, there we go. Just like that, save, right? So very, very cool. And then in here, your typography is where you can choose your fonts. If you want to have, you know, all of your colors and stuff like that. You'll also be able to do your SEO metadata if you want to add any backgrounds or anything like that. So you can come in here, you can choose the size that you want it to be on mobile and desktop. If you want to change, if you want to add any custom fonts, it uses Google fonts. There is so many fonts, you guys, literally, there are so many fonts. And so then you can add your colors, add your custom color wheel. Literally, there's so much you can do, so much you can do. You just got to play with it. And so one of the ways, the other thing that I do sometimes is I'm like, I really want like extra space right here. And so sometimes what I might do is I might like create like a period, and then I'll turn it italic, and then I'll come over here to italic text color and I'll make it disappear by using the clear. I know, I'm so sneaky, but there are things that I've figured out how I want, because I want, you know, the certain spacing and stuff that I want. So anyways, I hope you can see how fun it can be to build pages once you get over the fear that you're going to break it. You're not going to break it. You're not going to break it. And if you know custom coding, CSS and JavaScript and all that other kind of stuff, I don't. But if you do or know someone who does, you can totally bring in that feature into your pages. So very cool.